Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. I've just finished putting in a little bit of defensive stuff around here, and now comes the time where I need to start thinking about what I want to do with the rest of the stuff around here. What sort of tiles are these? These are all fertile. I'm thinking I might move this quarry so I can put a little bit of road up here and get another farm set up in here. I'll only have 7 farms as opposed to 8, because of the windmill in the middle. But I think that might be a wise idea. We're doing fine for stone, so losing one quarry for a short period is not going to be a problem. We'll stick a couple of roads up there. Oh, we've got Vikings incoming, so we're starting off busy today, I think. There we go. We'll get another windmill in. You go away. I'll stick you in there, and we'll surround this with farms, like so. And then I can put that quarry back in on this side, and I think that fits in lovely. Oh, the dragons are coming in at the same time, so it's going to be very busy for us for the next little while we're dealing with all of this. But I think our kingdom will hold out fairly well. We're doing a very good job of holding our own against pretty much anything that comes along. This is the only weak point of the kingdom at the moment, so it's really not a big issue. But I think today what I want to do is try and claim as much of this as possible. We've got a lot of space over this way, and I think we've got an interesting mix of barren and fertile tiles. So we might have to just kind of cautiously edge ourselves out into all of this and place down the appropriate stuff as we go. I'm probably going to move this quarry around onto this side so the road can keep moving through, and we'll stick a well in just there. I may replace that with a fountain if I get a reservoir set up, because I may do that for irrigation purposes, just to further boost the food supply, because fuck knows we don't need it. Ah, Vikings, where are you coming from? Ow. Of course it's going to be from the weak point, but oh, dragon sighted coming in from the opposite direction. Well, I wish you guys luck. You're the ones that I'm not concerned about. But we do have an ogre attack incoming, and they're making land fairly far away, so the ballistas should be able to pick them off from a decent range. It's going to take a little while before some of them are going to be within range, but I reckon we've got Sir Myghell as well. It sounds like those those dragons have gone down fairly quickly. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about them. And the ogres are being taken down fairly promptly. That's good. Lots of archers to bear down on them, and most of them are trying to trudge through the water, so that's... You can go into deep water? I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, well, I learned something today. Yeah, we've got some catapults trying to take on the walls, but I don't think they're going to be a problem. It's the ogres that I'm worried about. But there are only 2 left, so... Do I need to be... Oh, there's 3. Sorry, I miscounted. I didn't include you, whichever one you were. Although, you're headed for the very undefended stuff at the moment, and you're only in range of ballistas. So that could be a problem. Sir Myghell, would you care to come down here and try and take on some ogres? Before they completely let's say before they completely demolish that tower. But, oh well. You're having fun, I guess, you know. But I think that's a successful defense. I think the Vikings are just retreating at the moment, so... Oh, you're trying to have a go, but where are you going to go? Oh, you can skirt around the outside, can't you? But not with much luck. Look at him try and run. Nope. Right, okay, demolish that, and then let's rebuild that tower. So, if I want to put a reservoir in, where's going to be the best spot for it? Probably around here. But I may just wedge it in up against the road for the sake of it, because that seems like it might be a better option. There's not really anything I could put in that little one-tile space between it and the road. Right, let's get everybody out of their towers. Free up some more of that money. Not that we really are suffering all that badly. Cash is abundant and it's fantastic. I suppose we could put you here instead if I'm going to bring you right up against the road. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I want to chop that there. Chop some space here for putting moats and a noria. Still waiting for this population to hit 2,500. We're getting close. I really want to see if there's going to be a kingdom title at 2,500. And while I'm here, I'm just going to clear more trees from this side of the road. Not all of them, but just like a good 3-tile block. Or 3 by whatever it is, 4 or 5-ish. Just so I can see what land I've got underneath and how I can work with it. But we're going to want to put you right here as soon as that moat's finished. And that all looks to be fertile land, so I think that's going to be more farming. And there we go. Noria in place. So I think what I'm going to do here will be another windmill. We'll surround you with farms. And then I'll probably put a large granary in here. Or... no, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put another small granary in. Put you there. And then I'm going to have a road that comes up this way. Yeah, I think I like that. That works for me. It's going to be figuring out where the fertile land ends and the barren begins, because I think for how like thin the amount of fertile land we've got over this way, I can't do anything to check it over this way. Oh, there we go. That helps. Yeah, the very fertile land that we've got a couple of good patches we could maybe put orchards, but the rest of it is not all that great. So I think the majority of it's going to end up being either housing or industrial stuff. But we'll figure that out once we get down that far. For now, we've got to worry about this stuff. And I want to think about the next set of walls that are going to go along this way. And do things like that, maybe? Get a little bit of space between the next, the external wall and the land. Yeah, I think that works alright. We'll chop these down so that we can at least get a... ah, fuck it, we can afford a stone road. It gets these guys moving a lot quicker. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do with stuff over here once all the defences are finished, once all the walls are in. I don't know. I'm also thinking I probably need to put some stockpiles and stuff around here for all the stone and wood. So we could maybe chop some trees on this side and put in a large stockpile for stone and wood. We could maybe expand that to include other items as well. But I think stone and wood would probably be the best thing for now. Oh, good, the Noria is up and running. That is really going to help out with food production over here, because everything's now on fertile and very fertile land, and receiving irrigation. So, no complaints from me. And with 2 more archer towers, and 1 more ballista, we can really start lagging the game up. I think it was more the food influx than anything, but yeah, we're really getting a little bit choppy with when all the harvests come in, things start getting a little bit ugh. But I don't mind. It's just an indication that we've got shitloads of stuff, and that's fine. But that is another big ward of defense. This corner is going to be really beefy. But then we'll drag this line all the way along here and probably just do more diagonal stuff going off this way. Loop it all round and join back up with things somewhere around here. I want to try and pause things as soon as this gets built. There we go. Perfect timing. So we're going to go 445 on the wood. We're going to go 445 on stone. And we'll put, I don't know, let's put 50, maybe 100 charcoal, because we are going to have housing stuff over this way. I'm not fussed about the rest of it. So that'll be 395, I think, on each of those. And we'll consider that done. And I think we could probably stick another orchard in over this way. What I'm going to do with this little space once all the work over here has been finished, I'm not sure. I'm going to just chop some more trees out over this way. I'll start doing stuff with the land we've got over this way. This is all fertile, but not irrigated, so this is the end of our irrigation. We're completely covered up to this end of the coast, but obviously it does start cutting off when we get a little more inland. It'd be good to get that last wolf cave, or empty cave, out of the way. Oh, come on, that population's getting so close to 2,500. Just do it. Just do it for me. We've got the capacity. I know we can do it. Actually, what I might do over here would be, we've got. You're within radius of the reservoir. Yes. I'm going to switch these two out for fountain. Oh, I say these two. I'm going to stick a fountain there. I was going to stick a well in here, but I'll stick a fountain in place instead. And then I want a couple of orchards in there. In fact, we could probably get another 2 orchards over in this spot. And we'll just keep chopping some more trees around this way. Clearing a little bit more space. I'm trying to just edge myself out ever so slowly. When I say slowly, we're kind of blasting through this, but you know, it's not tear down everything all in one go. That's what I mean. And yeah, I think with that space now available, get another windmill in there. Surround this with farms. And I'm going to stick a large granary in over here. And another orchard behind it. I think that's going to be the best use of that space, because we're going to need more food storage over this way. It's going to be getting a bit cramped. And we'll have another road coming out over this way. And I think we'll just chop the rest of this stuff. I mean, how's the wood supply? Wood supply's doing alright. We're not chewing through too much of it. We do still have everything over this side. Like, there's an enormous forest over this way. And we're probably... Oh, wow. Oh, frame rate. Hello. Yeah, we'll probably set up some foresters over that way. We may get another 1 or 2 in over on this side as well. But, I don't know. For now, I think food and farming is probably a good thing to invest in over this way. Because I'm expecting another little population boom over this side. Once we get everything sorted, of course. We've got a lot of work to do before that. But let's get some more piers over this way. Just a few more. Continue these walls along. I would like the rest of these defences to go in place before the Vikings come back. I'm sure we'll be able to hold out against the dragons, but you know how I feel about them Vikings. They're cheeky buggers. And I think if I were to drag a road down this way, that gets me a nice 3x3 space here, and 3 tiles deep along this side before we hit the coast. I think that's a perfect spot for putting a road then. Let's drag that down there. So I think, with that in mind, another set of farms and a windmill. And then we've got some space here to do other things with. We could maybe put another stockpile if we feel we need that, or we could have another large granary. We've got options, but I do need to put the soldiers into their towers. And I'm sure I saw that number bump up over 2,500. And we didn't get like a new title or anything. So is the next one going to be at like 3k? I'm wondering. But if we can get that solidly over 2,500, that would be awesome. Okay, dragon inbound. Oh, you're coming in from this angle again. It's a different squad formation, so yeah. Maybe they thought just changing up the tactics would make a difference. I can assure you guys that it won't. Because we've done the song and dance 100 times before. It's probably got to be at least that by this point in this playthrough. That's not counting all of my other games on this. But there we go, dead. That was grand old time, thanks. We've got another couple of years before the Vikings come back, so we can take some time to chill for a little bit. But I do want to see... I want to be able to check what land we've got, but I don't really want to tear up all of the trees just yet. I want to see where the barren stuff really starts. Still lots of very fertile land. We've got quite a bit of barren over this way. I think the barren stuff starts proper around here, so I'm going to tear up all of this. And we'll just kind of build ourselves a little break in the trees that we can work with to try and plan things out a little bit. Oh, we have broken 2,500. Oh, that's nice. Solid 2.5 grand. Oh. In people, you know, as far as money goes, we're almost always at 7,000. But that's brilliant. That's the highest population I think I've ever had in a game of Kingdoms and Castles. So I'm very pleased with that. And yeah, let's just keep tearing up more of this stuff. See if this barren land continues to go further this way. We'll get a rock removal over here on this as well, and send everybody off to the towers, because the Vikings are coming. They heard about all this new food, and they must think that we're putting on a feast or something. And that's not quite the case, but, you know. Welcome to poke their heads in, I guess. I'll probably bring a road along this way. Drag it through here, and then we can cut things off around here. We can start worrying about housing and some industry stuff and all that kind of nice new development. But yeah, I think this is where all of the barren land is really going to be starting. So we're going to work with things from here when we come down to new housing. So I think that's a rather good spot for it. And I'm just going to cut the land off so that the trees here don't grow in around this way. Because I may want to do something with these. I may want to set up a forester. Because we've got quite a bit of barren land over this way. Like just odd little bits of it. Which isn't really going to be suitable for putting... I mean, I could put farms around here and a mill in there. But then there's loads of space here that's all barren. So I think maybe foresters in this space would be good. So I'm going to think about that one. Right now, I'm mostly just concerned with where the Vikings are going to be coming from. And the fact that you guys are still going out in the water to get around here. Why can you not squeeze through this gap from the land? Ugh. Does my head in. Really does. Alright, where are they coming from? This side again, and with ogres. Alright. I see what the deal is. I see where you're trying to get in. Blisters are already just taking pot shots. It's fantastic. So, we're only missing one archer tower over this way, so that's not too bad. Fingers crossed, by the time they get close enough to actually hit the walls, they should all be dead. Either way, bye-bye rock. Thank you. Thank you for occupying space. And for homing the walls until my blister operators got bored one afternoon and decided to fire massive bolts at them. Bunch of sadists. Lots of catapults up against the walls. But those ships are sinking quickly, and that's good. And yet these ogres aren't even getting past the farms and the mills over this way, so that's just fantastic. If we kill these last two over here, then I think everyone's going to retreat. Yep, there we go. That last one went down and you immediately jump back in your boat. Yeah, some of them do want to fight. Well, Sir Myghell shall bring the fight to them. The way they just fucking bounce off each other when they're fighting is just brilliant. Oh, where are they? Where are they? Go and get them, will you? I hope everybody's putting out those fires. Oh, you tried to sneak around that way, did you? And do tell me, how did that go for you? Marvellous. Plus 110 glad Vikings were destroyed in the recent invasion. Yep, I'd say they were. I don't think we got anything to worry about with them. So I think a couple of farms and windmills and stuff over this way, and then get an orchard in over here. Chop these trees, not all of them. I'll stick one forester in here. Can I stick the other one? No, you need to be 4 tiles away, and that's only 3. Okay, well, different idea. Delete you from that spot. Delete that. I say delete that, and destroy it, and tear it down. Stick you in there. Then you should be fine to go in this space. And if we're still in range of the reservoir, which we just about are, we could put another fountain in over here. And there we go, we got 2 foresters in over this way. So they'll just kind of get themselves busy with using this land for their forestry stuff. Load more farms. I don't know what I'm going to do with space over here, but I think I might just put another small granary in, just so that we get more food storage, because why not? And as soon as you guys finish faffing around with things out here, I want to start putting more walls in along this way. The fact that you have to go outside the walls in order to get around there is still infuriating. Oh, that's one thing I had considered and kind of completely forgot about. Oh, never mind. It's fine. Yeah, food harvest just came in. I could tell because the entire world started to slow down. Alright, I had enough time. I got tired of waiting, so I'm just putting more of all of this in. Just because I want it to happen. And now I need to figure out where I'm going to go from here. I think I might start putting some housing in. I can't put housing in there because that forester put in one bloody tree and I forgot about it. Thanks for that. Or do I want to pad this out with some industry first? That might be a better idea, because we're going to want stuff like charcoal, even though we are doing very well with charcoal at the moment. Although it's only a plus 56 change over the previous year. So I think a couple of charcoal makers, at the very least, would be a wise investment. And we've got the stockpile down there that is accommodating those. And we'll put some roads coming along this way. I might put a mason in somewhere around here. I think you can go there. And I think, oh, for God's sake, bloody foresters. Put in bloody trees around one. I'm going to try and figure out what structures I can put in around here that are going to be able to segment things. But I think a hospital over this way might be wise. You've got one more tile over this way that you can plant stuff on. So if I can pad that out with something else, that'd be great. What would we like? I don't know, but I'm going to think on it before the... you know what? Yeah, bakery. We'll do that. Because now he can just go about working, and I don't have to worry about having to work around him until I start wanting to do something with all these trees over here. But now I need to think about where things are going to go from here. I might put... the hospital doesn't really have a radius, does it? So it's not something I need to consider with placement. But things like the church do. So if I want to take full advantage of the church, I'm probably going to want to put it somewhere over here. Probably right in this space. Because that just about covers all of the land. Maybe there, actually. So, yeah, a church over that way. So we've got a little ways to build before we can actually make use of that. But how about slapping a tavern in here? Food harvest just came in. Lagging up my experience. And we'll bring some more roads over this way. And start clearing trees out on this side. And we can start thinking about putting houses in. And I think I'll get some more walls over this way. We have a dragon inbound, or dragon attack inbound. So everybody off to the towers. And I think... Ooh, how am I going to lay things out here? Because things do start to kind of narrow a bit as we come around the island. I think the houses can probably start from about here. Yeah, that's perfect, so we can just sling a road down that side. And go around this way. I might put a town square in over this way. Yeah, why not? And we'll stick a well just in here. Now that I'm starting to focus on some housing development over this way, I am going to be very concerned for when the Vikings come back. Because they're going to try and make a mess out of all of this. I mean, if they bring ogres, the ogres are just going to go straight for the walls and the towers, so that's not a huge problem. But it's the Vikings themselves who are going to be the pains in the arse. So I might go and... Oh god, I got to remember where everything is. Right, over here to the barracks. Sir Myghell, please head back to the barracks. I would like to train up some soldiers. Let's train up like another 20 or something. Let's increase the scale of this army. I could get myself another general. That's always an option as well. But I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Okay, dragon sighted. Oh, you're coming in from the dock bay. Docking bay. Docking bay. Fucking glorious. Yeah, that's what this area is called. And look, just that hail of arrows. My word. How are things over in this end of the kingdom? Things looking good? I think things are looking fantastic, if you ask me. I really do like it. Like this whole kingdom's just looking magnificent. No complaints whatsoever. Oh, the graveyard by the hospital is looking like it's being well used. Jesus, the amount of charcoal that we have here. Ugh. I'm gonna keep everybody nice and warm for years. Alright, where are we? Yeah, this kingdom's getting so massive I'm losing track of where I am. I mean, fortunately each district's kind of unique enough in its own way. But, yeah, when you're just kind of like soaring over things and all you can see is like blurring colours and the rooftops of everything and they all just look the same. It's like, where am I? And I think we'll stick a market around this way. Just clear some more trees out. We'll just push this tree line back a little bit. And you know what, I think I am going to stick a couple of orchards in over here. This little 2x1 space, I think I'm going to stick a small granary in just there. Alright, that's a good use of the space. I'm happy with that. But yes, let's get a market right in there. Yeah, that did go down. Good, it didn't really make the thud noise that most buildings do when they go down. And then I suppose we'll just add more housing to everything. Right, now, it was around here that I wanted to put the church, wasn't it? Yeah. So, I could stick the church there, and that just covers absolutely everything, so that's fantastic. No complaints from me on that front. But what do we want to do here? We could put maybe a small library. Just a little dinky library in here. We'll put you on this end of things, and I might put... I was thinking of putting a little cemetery thing in there, but I don't know if that's going to be particularly useful, because I could get the cemetery caretaker in one spot, but then I'm only going to get one cemetery tile in. Okay, I've queued up piers to get us around the rest of this up to this corner. But I do think we're probably going to want some additional defences along this line. I'm trying to figure out how far along to space them, because I may want 2 sets. We'll stick a ballista there, archer there, and then ballista there. And then we'll stick another ballista in that space. Clear out 3 bridges. 4 bridges. Put another pier in here. I think that's kind of what I did around this way, wasn't it? Was it around here? Yes. Yeah. Oh, God. Doctors, get to those people with the plague. Don't let it spread. Oh. That could have been bad. Oh, jeez. Don't look at the kingdom horizontally. Look at it vertically. Oh, God. So many unhappy skulls. I mean, have you ever seen a happy skull? I don't know. Maybe cartoons or something. The plague is not stopping. Never mind, I think it stopped. We've got Vikings coming within the next year as well, so we may as well get people back into their towers. While more defences are being built and we're continuing to expand our housing districts around this way. 14 peasants have died of plague. That's not too bad considering the amount of skulls I was seeing. Yeah, I do think I am going to need a cemetery over this way because I've got some corpses over here. It's going to take a while for somebody to come pick them up. Oh, there we go. Bye! Definitely need something a little closer, I think. Maybe I can put a cemetery around this way or something. Just so that we've got something available. Okay. Oh, you're coming in from over this side, and without ogres this time. That kind of makes my life a little bit easier. Because we can easily keep you outside of the walls. Although, yeah, that's a lot of boats that are all going to be, like, firing their initial shots on the same blocks. You guys really are a bunch of dicks, aren't you? Yeah, that one's gonna go. Yeah, there he goes. I'm concerned about this tower, but the initial wave has moved, so I think we might be alright. Oh. Oh. How the hell did that go down? Never mind, but... Oh. Okay, you guys are getting very tenacious. Ooh, God, look at the amount of cracks in that thing. Oh, that looks bad. It's still in... Well, I want to say one piece, but only just. Either way, things over this side are fine. No danger whatsoever. I think we may as well... Oh, right, okay, the Viking assault is over. Thanks to the music cues for that, thank you. Let's get some more castle blocks over this way. Oh, that's nearly got us to the next corner. I think I might have enough stone to be able to get to that corner, actually. Almost. I've pretty much exhausted the stone supply building all of this. And there we go, got that as high as I can put it. So, arch tower there, one more ballista, and there we go. That's got another monstrous wall surrounding, nearly surrounding all of this. We've nearly encompassed this little scorpion's tail part of the island. And I think things are going well. We're nearly at a capacity for 3,000 people. We have managed to blast past the 2,500 population, so I'm really pleased with how things are going here. We're growing at an exceptional rate and doing fairly well when it comes down to defending our assets and everything, so I'm very pleased with things. And the plague has just swept the land again, so hopefully the doctors will be out on their way. Yes, they certainly are. Go and heal everybody. But for now, I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment, just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Do not pay any attention to the great Saruman the White. Just casually blowing shit up in Erebor.